Transferring mini DV tape to a computer used to be easy to do, but this old tape format is now obsolete. And if you're like me, you'll probably want to transfer these memories to a computer sooner than later. I have a box of about 60 tapes filled with family footage, and I have to admit it wasn't easy to figure out how to do with today's technology. But keep watching, and I'll show you the quickest and most inexpensive way to capture mini DV footage. Towards the end of the video, I'll have a detailed description of the old laptop I used. Hopefully, you still have a functioning camera. The two on the left are mine, but I had to borrow the one on the right. And because of their age, each camera had issues and problems. Suffice it to say that one had a broken touchscreen, the other wouldn't load tapes, and the third needed a dock which made it very difficult to use. Okay, so here's my setup. I have my mini DV camera, a 4-pin to 6-pin Firewire cable, which hopefully you still have, a 6-pin to 9-pin Firewire adapter, and a mid-2012 MacBook Pro with a Firewire port, and of course all my mini DV tapes. Fortunately for me, I had everything except for the Firewire adapter. I bought a 2-pack for about $12, and I'll list this in the description so it's easy for you to find. With everything on hand, I can now get started. First, plug the Firewire cable into the adapter. Then I'll plug the small end into the port typically labeled DV on the camera. Now on the left side of the MacBook, insert the adapter into the Firewire 800 port. The last thing to do is connect the power cable to the camera. That's because with the age of the camera batteries, they probably won't hold much of a charge or even charge at all. You really don't want to run off battery power for this. Okay, now that the connections are all made, I can start capturing footage. So let's load up the first tape. To me, these loading mechanisms always seem fragile, so be gentle with it. I have all Sony cameras with me, but if you happen to have a different brand, you'll still be able to follow along. At this point, power on the camera. Then I'll switch it to play/edit mode. On this particular camera, the LCD touchscreen is non-functional. But luckily, I can still use the wireless remote to control playback functions. But even if your touchscreen is working, a remote makes it way easier to play and rewind tapes. Now with the camera powered up and connections in place, I can now start transferring my mini DV tapes to the computer. Here I'm using the free pre-installed QuickTime player for capturing. This is version 10.5, but other versions will work too. To start, click on File and then select New Movie Recording. Typically, it will default to the webcam input first. But if I click on the tiny arrow next to the record button, I can change the input to DV/VCR. Then on my camera, I'll start playing the tape. Now on the screen, I should see the video from my camera. To capture this footage, click on the red record button. At this point, the time counter is running, and I can also visually confirm audio is coming through. To listen to the audio, move the speaker level slider to the right. It's typically muted at first, so I'll have to do this with every new recording I start. Now just let the tape play to the end. After the tape stops, click the stop button in the center of the screen. I've only captured 30 seconds in this demo, and I can see the total running time on the menu bar. But we're not quite done yet. The last step is to save the video to the computer's hard drive. To do that, click on File and then select Save. Here, title the clip and choose a folder to save it in. Then hit the Save button. And that's it. Just repeat these steps for any additional tapes that need to be captured. Okay, and here's some additional information I think that'll be helpful. I know most of you probably don't have an old MacBook Pro lying around, but the good thing is that you can get the same mid-2012 model on eBay for between $75 to $250. I think this is the latest model that offers a Firewire port. Here are the specs on my computer. It's running Mac OS Catalina version 10.15.7. It has a 2.9 GHz dual-core Intel i7 processor with 8 GB of RAM. And with only a 250 GB hard drive, I was able to capture all 63 tapes to the computer with quite a bit of space to spare. Each 60-minute tape averages around 2 GB and is saved in .mov QuickTime format. So there you have it. This is the most inexpensive and high quality way to capture mini DV tapes to a computer. And it's most likely cheaper than using an online archiving service. Everything I used in this video will be listed in the description so you know what to look for. If this video was helpful, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on all my weekly videos.